As you see here, here's my name. I am currently recognized as an orange status. So this was my first month in July. I started about the 26th of July. Here's my personal retail sales, $1,064. Company wholesale sales, qualified first level presenters, circle wholesale. It was just little old me in the company. So this screen over here remains empty until we're paid. The month runs the calendar month, July 1st through July 31st. We're paid on the 5th, about the 5th of every month. Okay, so let's move on to August. August was my first full month with the company. Yay, I went to blue that month. Here again, my personal retail sales, my company wholesale sales, that's everybody in my company, everyone who has signed up under me and under all the people under me. Qualified first level presenters, I had 8 people on my team, only 5 were qualified. That means only 5 had sold $125 or more. Now for a while, your circle sales and your company sales will remain the same. It's not until you have a presenter on your team in your first line, in your first level, that turns green, that these two numbers will become different. And I'll explain a little bit more about that in a few minutes. And you can see down here, I met all the qualifications for pink, all the qualifications for blue, and green, I was just short in August. Okay, so let's go on to September. September I made green. And when you make green, you're going to start earning 30% off of your personal retail sales. And then you're going to make 5% off of your circle sales. We do not get paid, as you can see over here, we do not get paid on company wholesale sales. We get paid on circle wholesale sales. These are one and the same still, because at that point I hadn't had anybody on my team turn green yet. So I made $563 on my downline that month. I got $300 in perks, $586 for my own personal commission. Okay, I believe October. Yes, October. That was when Miss Shawn Nelson turned green. And that made me orange. You can see here. I met all the qualifications for $500 in personal sales for orange. My company wholesale sales were $20,000. I had 3 qualified first level presenters. Actually, I had 10. If you look up here, I had 10. That means each one sold $125 or more. 4,000 circle. This is where the numbers get different, and this will explain a lot. Okay, so when Shawn turned green, she was no longer in my circle. She's still in my company. All 75 people, everybody's still in my company, and they always will be. But she was no longer in my circle. For her to become green, she had to sell, let's see over here, $10,000. Her team had to sell $10,000. So you can see here the total is just about a little over $10,000 difference. So when Shawn turns green, that $10,000 with her and her company break away from my circle. There's only 34 people in my circle at this point, and these are my circle sales. I am paid on circle sales. I got 5% on my circle over here. This was my 30% because I was orange. This was my 30% on my personal sales. This here was 5% on my circle. And now you see I'm lit up here with first generation. Shawn is my first generation because she's green. In our company, we have a breakaway program, which means that people break away when they hit a certain level, and for our company that level is green. I get 3% on my first generation greens. So I'm still making commission basically on this entire amount. It's just broken up into circle and first generation. Now when Sean's first level, which is my second level, starts turning green, they'll be my second generation. And when their first line turns green, that's my third generation. So as each of the groups are breaking off, I'm still making commission on them. It's just the commission amounts vary. So this is 5%, this is 3%, this will be 4%, this will be 5%. Our company is different in the fact that our commission structure is inverted. In most companies, you will make the most commission off of your first line, a little less off your second line, and a little less off of your third line. And mainly, that would be because your third line is the widest part of your tree. In our company, it's inverted, which is very much to our benefit. Yes, initially, we lose 2%. Because it was 5% for circle, and then when Sean broke away, I only got 3%. So, anyway, this was October. Then I was orange again in November. And I was almost purple. Almost. I only needed $4,200. And one more green. Elite presenter. As you can see where it says elite presenter, that's how we know these are elites. These are the exclusive presenters. So the happy month of December is when I turned purple. Yay! Now, take a look. Let's compare. This is December. These are the numbers. Let's go back and look at November because that was my biggest month so far. Now, I'm probably going to make about $1,000 less in the month of December than I did in the month of November. Even though my company sales are $10,000 more, my personal sales are half, or 50% of what they were in November. Traditionally, November is always the biggest retail selling month of the year, so that makes sense. But you see, because I was orange, I got 30% of that $12,000 in personal retail sales. This was a very exciting month, and I used my calculator a lot. And that was the last month we got perks. I got $60 because two of my presenters turned pink, and so. But fall perks are now gone. Because the reason they were giving summer and fall perks in the past was because we did not yet have any purple or black level presenters. So there was money within the company that was not yet being paid out, and so they had perks to put it back into the put the money back into the hands of the presenters. As you can see here, typically the 5th of the month is when we're paid. So we go back to December. Here we are, 191 people in the company, 31 in my first level, with 17 of those being qualified. My circle, now you can see the numbers here. There's about $20,000 difference because I've had 2 people break off and turn green. So that amounts to $10,000 for each one, and that would make up the difference. So motherhood calls.